Purchasing your first home should be a fun and memorable task. Today I'm going to be discussing exactly how you can do that, and I'm going to be giving you my 5 top buyer tips to help make this experience truly memorable. Hi, my name is Nashira Gamino, your local Las Vegas Realtor. I would love it if you drop your feedback in the comments, give this video a like, and also subscribe to my channel. It definitely keeps me inspired to keep putting out valuable content that you can learn from. Number 1 on my list of buyer tips is to make sure that you can afford the loan. In most cases, you're going to be taking out somewhere between a 15 and a 30-year loan. Although there's no crystal ball for you to magically see into your future of what can happen, it's always wise and recommended to have not only an emergency fund, but also considered sinking funds for other unexpected events like family planning, vacations, car maintenance or repairs, and so forth. Sometimes people get into a loan where they barely qualify. They might have scraped up some money from family members to help with the down payment, with no cushion or wiggle room in their budget. Some of you may have started the process to kind of figure out where it is that you stand with the loan, the interest rates, and what you can afford. But it is totally okay to back out during the financing stage to say, hey, look, I'm gonna save up a little bit more. I'm gonna maybe switch jobs, see if I could earn more income, start a side hustle, whatever it might be, just to secure your home, not only for today, but also for the future. This leads me into my second tip. Since most first-time home buyers are going to reach out usually to a real estate agent first before a mortgage loan officer, you wanna make sure that the real estate agent that you hire is one that you can trust. This is so important on many different levels. Let me explain why. Of course, we always try to do our best, to use our best judgment when deciding what realtor to work with. However, in the beginning stages, it is wise to choose a realtor that has open lines of communication. So what I mean is if you first come across a realtor and you guys start communicating, whether it's by phone, by text, or by email, if their lag time is really long, or if they're constantly saying, oh, I forgot, or just taking days to get back to you, I would seek out another option, or maybe an interview with another realtor and kind of get your experience with them or with somebody like myself that's going to respond pretty quickly to you, set up times where we could chat each week, each day, or go over whatever it is that you need and kind of set out a map for you, because the first-time homebuyer process can be a very enjoyable experience as long as you have the right realtor on your side. If you don't, it could cause complications, you can miss deadlines and so forth, and that could cause a big headache really quick. This realtor will also guide you on essentially the do's and don'ts when you're going through your process. Some of those can include maintaining your credit. So in other words, don't buy or finance large purchases, so cars, furniture, and so forth. It could be very tempting to do, especially knowing that you're house hunting, or maybe you found a home and you're already getting all these ideas, you're researching or shopping at Home Goods and all these other department stores, and you're at furniture places, you see the set that you can picture how beautiful it'll look in your future living room, dining room, bedroom, and you go out and purchase. I highly suggest do not do this until after you have closed on your new home. Another quality in your real estate agent that I think you should choose, and one that's well versed in buying, selling, and investing in real estate. Because as you may or may not know, real estate investing is one of the gateways to accumulating wealth. And if your realtor has that type of knowledge, and if you run into trouble with your loan and you can't make the payment, or if you decide, oh, I don't want to live in this property anymore, but I do want to keep it, they could guide you on what options you have instead of either the bad option on something like a foreclosure, or if you want to get into investing because you decided that, hey, I've outgrown, maybe you had a few kids and you've just completely outgrown your first home. That's totally okay. They can lay out some options instead of just doing the traditional, let's sell this home and then purchase another one. They might be able to recommend to you how you can start your own investment portfolio, and they would be very essential to help you throughout that process. My third buyer tip is savings. We recommend to save around 20% down. However, that's for a conventional loan. If you decide to go with an FHA loan, you're looking at a significantly less percentage at only 3 to 3.5%. And the reason why I usually recommend the conventional loan at 20% down is because it'll save you money in the long run. And you don't have to pay for something called PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. Aside from savings, you want to make sure that you have a very clear and concise budget that covers pretty much everything that you're going to have to be spending on a month-to-month basis. And as I mentioned before, less is always going to be more. So the less you focus on, the better experience you're going to have. So as you're going through the process, dream about where that furniture is going to go, what colors you're going to paint the wall, but let's do it all step by step. So number one, acquire and close on your first home first, and then go out and start remodeling or painting or adding that furniture, whatever the case may be. You can totally run wild with that. But we highly recommend that you wait until after your process is done to do these sorts of tasks, which is exactly why I always recommend to add a sinking fund, or essentially like a separate savings account for the furniture you're gonna buy, and just any changes that you want to make to the home, because it is very exciting. Once you have it, once you get those keys to open up that door, you want to make it your own. And I totally understand that, which is why I cannot stress the savings category enough. Number 4 on my list is to make a list of the needs that you want for your first home and the wants that you want for your first home. So an example of a need is you want to be located by a certain school or a certain section of town. You want to be located next to a freeway, maybe because it creates a simple and fast route to your job. Maybe you want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, or a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, whatever the case may be. Those are all absolutely necessary for you to have in your home. So usually I describe the need category as things that you can't change once you move into the home. So when it comes to changing the amount of rooms that you have, of course you can argue that you can turn the garage into an extra bedroom once you acquire the permits for it. But as far as like the physical location of your house, you can't just pick it up and move it someplace else. So that's something that is a need. Wants would be something I described as things that you can change. So if you find a home, it has a huge backyard, and you're thinking, oh my God, this house would be perfect if it had a pool. It's got the size for it, but the previous owners just never installed a pool for it. Well, I say go for the property, because you can always install that pool yourself. And the beauty of it is you can design it to the exact T of what you would prefer your backyard pool to look like. Another example of what would go on the want list would be something cosmetic, like flooring, the interior paint of the home, the exterior paint on the home, or even landscaping. These are all things, once again, that you can make changes to, but it should not deter you from making the purchase on a home if everything on your needs list checks the boxes. And always, just as a friendly reminder when it comes to making this list, is be realistic. Things that maybe this house has, but this one has also, and it's kind of on your want list and you would really desire it, but it comes with a higher price tag. So if it doesn't fit in your budget, you kind of want to cross it off your list, because as we mentioned before, you don't want to get stuck just working for your home. You want to be able to enjoy your home, aka your investment, as well as enjoy your family in the time either in your city, around your city, or even traveling if that's something that you like to do. This brings me to tip number 5, which is never stop learning. So as you heard me mention before, real estate investing is a wonderful gateway to start creating wealth for you and your family. The purchase of your first home will likely be the biggest investment that you will have made up to this point in your life. And as time goes on and you see the ways that your home appreciates, you're gonna begin to see a lot of financial advantages that you can take advantage of through real estate investing. If you think that you're ready to make a move, I highly suggest that you go ahead and click on that Calendly link in the description below and book a free 30-minute, no pressure, free consultation phone call to discuss further how I can help you get started on your first time home buying process. I look forward to speaking with you and seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!